Hey, what's going on, guys? Once again, I'm recording this video from my phone. I've been trying to be more consistent, so hope you guys like the video. Please like and subscribe, and let's get right into it. Man, lately, I just been feeling kind of like, what is all this work for? I have a 9 to 5, well, really 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. type of job, but from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. I can work it from home, so I get to leave. Right now I'm on break, so I'm just kind of thinking to myself, it's kind of crazy how we spend all this time working, paying bills, and to me, I have a wife and I have a daughter, so obviously I have to consistently work. I really can't take days off, even if I feel sick and stuff. But there's part of me sometimes that still feels this type of emptiness of like, man, why can't I show up for myself? I don't know why I can't show up for myself. I feel like I show up for everybody else, for my job, for my kids, for my wife, but for some reason sometimes I just can't bring myself to be disciplined enough to take care of myself. I've gained a lot of weight over the years because I really just been kind of drinking and among other things that sometimes I'm not too proud of, but mostly it's not the drinking. It's just I get hungry a lot when I drink, so I just eat a fuck ton. I probably eat a lot more than I really drink. And just drinking just boosts us up by 50 times more. And I realize the times. Sorry for that little audio mess up. I'm at work, and I'm a dispatcher, so I receive a bunch of calls sometimes. Back to where I was, I do realize that at times where I find myself wanting to maybe have a drink or a smoke, it's really just because of the feeling of having to work my ass off and just know that I show up for my job more than I show up for myself. That's something that I've been wanting to change in my life because I wanted to improve. Doesn't really matter how hard I work, how disciplined I am. This is a great company. The company that I work for, it's a great company, but it's never gonna give me the life that I want and that I know I can achieve for my family, and I feel like after a long day, sometimes all you want to do is get that drink kind of as a reward, but I'm starting to kind of open my eyes, like, what reward really, right? If I work hard, it's still the same pay. If I don't work as hard, it's still the same pay. So it's just kind of, and it's nothing against the company that I'm working with for. Again, I had the owner, a great owner. I learned a lot from him. He's forgiven me for so many mistakes. I've costed him a lot of money, and he's given me a chance to kind of grow. So I owe a lot to the job that I currently am, and a lot of it, like, I'm starting to learn that you can always learn something at your job, especially with the small businesses, and in a big business, you can learn so much from people who are more like in the management position, supervisor position, instead of, being jealous or angry. You should kind of stop and just kind of look around and kind of learn. Obviously you can make it and apply it into your own life in your own way. But I do realize that instead of envying people and getting mad at people, you can actually learn a lot, even if it's a boss you don't like, which here at Trinity, everybody's pretty cool. Obviously it's a stressful job in transportation, but I've learned a lot. And it's one of those things where, I just been feeling kind of empty. I don't know what it is. I like working, I like being in the middle of a chaotic day, and, you're solving everybody's problem, and the time just goes by fast, basically locked in, right? And once again, I do apologize for the audio. I'm at work at the end of the day, and people are coming up to me to, anyways, I don't even know what the point of this video is. I just thought I should get a couple things off my chest. Want to know if you guys can relate to some of the stuff that I'm saying. But yeah, man, I hope you guys like and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one.